Hello and welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding Podcast. This is Dianne, your lactation consultant and mother of 3 children who are now adults. I have Nathan, who is 25, and Jess and Brandon, the twins.
Is that their Hollywood name? You know,
yeah,
like Jennifer?
Oh, yeah, that could be. Oh, my God. They are my twins and they are 23. I am also a lactation consultant. I've been a lactation consultant since 2008 and a maternal child health specialist. So I am here to help with all the lactation and baby stuff.
That's amazing. And I'm Abby, the badass breastfeeder. And I have Jack, who is 14, and Exley, who is 11. And I have a social work background and I was looking at pictures yesterday I was trying to find a picture of our cats before Jack was born and how our cat would lay in the little bassinet we had bought for Jack.
Aw.
And yeah, so I was trying to find pictures and I went all the way back to the pictures that we had stored on like the Amazon cloud thing.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm so mad about. There's like 10,000 pictures there that Amazon has of mine.
Oh my God.
But I'm not joking either. It's 10,000.
Oh my God.
It's like insane. But I was looking for this photo. I went back as far as it would go and it wouldn't go any farther than like Jack having been born. I guess I just didn't start like uploading them there until then. And it was Jack as a baby. And then it was just like badass breastfeeder, like stuff, like, you know, like pictures of me like blogging and like pictures that I posted on the internet. And I'm like, this has just been with us the whole time. It's crazy. Yeah. Jack was like, I don't know, 6 months or something, or 8 months when it started. Anyway, it was really weird to think about that.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing this whole time. And that's all for me. And we are today's...
My goodness, we don't know what's going on.
We have awesome sponsors today. They are Nursing Queen, who make those functional and awesome nursing clothes with the hidden zippers. And we have Original Sprout, who make the vegan and phthalate-free and sulfate-free body wash and shampoo and hair products. We will hear more from them later. But you can head to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com and check out our sponsor page. All of those sponsors have been carefully chosen by Dianne and I. And we just a couple days ago, I can't even remember what it was, but we rejected somebody else.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Don't let the door hit you in your WHO code violating ass on the way out.
Yeah.
So those are really good sponsors. If you ever need anything, see if you can find, one of them and see if you can give them any of your business. While you're there, scroll down and enter your email address and we will send episodes straight to your inbox. We're also sending some. Original Sprout has some every once in a while. Once a month is going to have a fun a promo that goes just to email subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, enter your email address. And we are on Patreon. We have brought back our Revolution Parenting podcast, the podcast that we created to bring kinder and more compassionate adults into the world. We believe that this starts at home with how we parent our children. We talk about child development, discipline, boundaries, attachment parenting, and so much more. The only place to access this podcast is in our Patreon. And your membership at Patreon helps to support this podcast. This one helps keep this one free. And the Revolution Parenting one, the only place to access it is in Patreon. So there's 2 tiers. Each has fun, multiple benefits, including a goodie bag of Thank You for Nursing in Public cards and podcast stickers sent to your home every month. So head to the top link in the show notes under this episode, wherever you're listening from, and pick a tier that looks good to you. And we're still hosting our ongoing giveaway for people who leave reviews around the internet, especially iTunes. We really want to see some more reviews on iTunes. So if you haven't been able to leave one there yet, please do take a screenshot, send it to badassbreastfeedingpodcast@gmail.com along with your address, and we'll send you a goodie bag. The goodie bag that I talked about above. We love to send those out.
We do.
So yeah. So send us your reviews. You can also send us photos that you wouldn't mind me sharing on the Badass Breastfeeder Instagram and Facebook. With a little bit about yourself, or not if you're not comfortable doing that kind of thing. And we'll share those, and we'll send you a goodie bag for that too. And now Dianne has our review of the week.
Hi, I just wanted to say how much I love your podcast. It's honestly the only podcast I've found where you both keep it real, not just about breastfeeding, but also your journeys with motherhood. I'm now binging Revolution Parenting Podcast and love every episode so far. Thank you for making breastfeeding information feel accessible and supportive for all women. Thank you for being a Patreon member.
Yes.
And thank you for enjoying the Revolution Parenting Podcast. We love that podcast.
Who was that?
It didn't have a name on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We know our Patreon gals.
Yes. And thank you so much for that. And we do try to keep it real, because why not?
I mean,
I don't have anything to hide.
Because the world's so fake. I can't
oh my God,
handle
it's
it.
so fake. I can't. Even with the fakeness. It's ridiculous.
And like the Revolution Parenting Podcast too is like, we don't talk about breastfeeding over there. We kind of go beyond those years. Mm-hmm. And you know how much I believe in extended breastfeeding. Like, breastfeed as long as you want. But we're really talking about just like parenting, like toddlerhood and beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody in Patreon taught me how to make like an RSS feed. So you can go over there and just get, like, instead of having to, like, if you're new there and you're like, I just want to see like the Revolution Parenting episodes without having to scroll through all the other posts, you can somehow click it and then they all come up.
Wow.
I don't know.
Very impressed.
You can, I know. She taught me. I appreciate it. You know who you are. And it was like, wow, this is amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And we do have a question that came from the internets. That's also
the internets.
That's a lot. Another thing that we really appreciate is that you can ask questions and we will answer them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this came from, I don't know, Instagram, I think. She says, hi, first off, huge fan, and your podcast helped me so much in the early days of motherhood. I share it any chance I can. I'm reaching out because for the past 3.5 years, I've been breastfeeding my child. This connection has survived me working outside the home, preschool, etc. For the past 6 months or so, breastfeeding has been primarily offered during bedtime routine and mornings. Recently, within the past couple of weeks, my toddler is now reporting no milk when she nurses. I've checked my boob. She primarily only uses one now, and I can still express milk. I've been wondering if she has been getting lazy with suckling, losing her skill, or if my body is ending our journey. I can't help but internalize this as something I'm doing wrong, even though I know it's not. It feels impossible to find any information on the internet about long-term breastfeeding, struggles, journey, etc. And I was hoping you lovely people could help provide me with insight, resources, information, etc. So this is funny because after she asked this question, I went around and started looking on the internet, and it's like impossible to find anything related to toddler latch.
It's wild.
Which I'm like, oh my God, okay, I need to write this blog post then, because this is such a common thing. Like, even on like Kelly Mom or the Leche League, or like, there was just like nothing about like, and this is such a common thing. This is really, really common because your toddler's growing, right? They're growing, they're getting a mouthful of teeth. They're just bigger now. Their mouth is bigger. And the way that they have learned, the muscle memory with suckling is changing. or they have muscle memory that's not changing along with their body. So they need to relearn how to latch. And it's true. It's like nothing that you're doing wrong. It's just them getting bigger, and breastfeeding changes. It evolves through all of this. So, and this happened with me too. Jack would be like hanging on there, like with his giant mouth, like with just like the tip of my nipple hanging out. And I'm like, no, that is awful. It feels terrible. You have to not do that. And so we had to really like learn again that he has to open up wide. He has to take as much of the, areola as much into his mouth as he can. The nipple should be pulled all the way to the back of his mouth. You can't obviously see in there, but that's what will happen if they're opening wide and if they're taking more of the breast into their mouth. And you can do literally the same thing that you would do with a baby, just trying to get more in their mouth. And like I would always pull the lip, like pull their bottom and top lip out, fish it out.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that when they're suckling, there's more of that like moisture in there. It'll help pull more of the breast in. So yeah, that's all you're going to do. And now they're older. So you can say like wide, open wide, you can talk to them about it and they'll understand what you're saying. They'll understand how to like follow instructions. And that's what you can do. And I'm going to write that blog post because there needs to be something that comes up when you search these things.
Yeah, I definitely think you should. It's necessary. Yeah. We need it. I mean, I don't know if it's just us because of what we do, but I really feel like since we started this podcast, we hear from more and more parents that are extended breastfeeding.
Absolutely. Totally. I feel like toddler and small child breastfeeding is so much more prevalent than it was. And I wonder that too. Like, I do believe that it's been there all along. And I think people have been hiding it because they're embarrassed. And maybe more people are kind of like proud of it now, but I feel the same way.
Yeah. So we gotta keep normalizing it and make that blog post for sure.
Yeah. Make the blog post. And we should do an episode just on like things to know about toddler breastfeeding that you don't know, like stuff that comes up that you just don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, they just like aren't breastfeeding anymore. They're not doing it right. My milk's probably drying up. They're probably losing interest. And like, that's just not what's happening. They're growing. They don't know what's happening either. It's exactly the same as, remember when, I don't know if you remember this, but I talked about this before when we had one of those, what are they called? There's like a toddler, like, step stool thing that you go up to the counter on.
Oh yeah.
It's got a name and it's got like sides and stuff. Mm-hmm. And you step into it. And Jack would always like, he got into a rhythm where he would just kind of like hop into it in a certain way. And in one time, he just started bumping his freaking head every time. And it was like starting to annoy me because he would bump his head and then he'd cry. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why can you not get in here anymore? And it was like, he was growing. He got taller and he just didn't know how to move his body around anymore. So he had to like relearn where he was in space.
It's wild.
It's like crazy, but that's exactly what it is. It's just like their body is changing and, they don't know.
That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm going to put that on our list of things.
Put it on our list. Yes.
I got it. Yes. And you're probably like, oh my God, are you guys ever going to talk about periods? God, that's why I tuned into this freaking episode, you blabbermouth bitches. Sorry. But we are. And honestly, the reason why we're being so chill about it today is because there's not a ton to say. But there is. There's a lot to say, but whatever is here's what I'll say at the beginning and then at the end. Whatever is happening to you is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you didn't get a break in your period very much and it came back what you consider right away and you're like, what is this nonsense? Normal. Are you going on like 2 years and you're like, oh my God, I'm broken. Something's happening. Normal.
Sucks,
But, so can you tell us, Diane, because I won't remember the words. What is happening while you're breastfeeding that causes you to have this delayed period? And
So
I know tell me.
It is your hormones. So
But like
that
which one?
higher progesterone.
Yeah, okay.
Progesterone is your pregnancy hormone. Prolactin.
Oh, prolactin
is your one. Yeah. Prolactin will keep you from getting your period. So when your prolactin levels are higher, because you are breastfeeding, those hormones are keeping you from getting your period. They're keeping you from ovulating. So it's different for everybody. I mean, some people say that, when your baby starts to sleep through the night, or when they start solids, or when you return to work and the baby's not nursing directly as much anymore. A lot of people say that's when you're going to get your period back, or that's when they got their period back during those times. But it really just depends on the person and their hormones. And it's different for everybody. I mean, I always think of this. I had a mom that I was working with a few months ago who was breastfeeding around the clock every hour and a half and got her period back at like 3 months. And then there's people that will go, like you said, 15, 16 months, and they're emailing us going, I want to get pregnant again. Why has my period not come back yet? And it really just depends on the person. There's nothing wrong with you. It really just depends on the person.
And the fun thing about this is that you can easily ask the internet these questions, and people love to answer because we just love to be part of conversations like this. So it's great. So I'm going to read. There's 10 comments on Instagram, which I'm surprised there's not 10,000, which just shows me that, like, I think Instagram is like, well, whatever. Social media these days is harder than ever. But if I had asked this question like 5 years ago, there'd be 1,000 comments and we wouldn't be able to get through all of them.
Yeah.
But we can get through all of them now. So, but just listen to this. First one is 6 months for my first, still waiting for the second time. Now, I don't know how old the child is, so I don't know how long that is, but.
Older than 6 months, though.
Older than 6 months. So 3 months both times, 11 months. 11 months with my first, 15 months with my second, 9 months with my first, had second baby in January, still no period, 10 months both times, 15 months, 9 months with my first, 13 months with my second.
Wow.
Right after I stopped breastfeeding at 17 months, 14 months with my first, near 3 months with my second, and no period yet. So that's just Instagram. And that was a range from,
jeez,
like, what? Did somebody say 3 months? Because that's just rude.
It is rude.
Well, she said, Christy, 3 months. I'd be so mad. Although, what am I talking about? That's what happened with Jack. With Jack, I bled for so long after having him that it erased all of the periods that I had that I had missed. It was like, I can't remember how it exactly worked out, but it was like, I bled postpartum for so long that it was like, it like canceled out any kind of non-period that I was able to enjoy.
Oh my God.
And then it came back at like, I don't know, 3 months or something, like just something stupid.
I was like a year. I was about a year.
Yeah. Honestly, actually, I have no memory. I have no memory at all. That's
wild.
I don't remember. Because his like postpartum was just so much less traumatic. I think it didn't stand out. You know, it wasn't just like bleeding constantly. Yeah. Okay. Well, should we take a break real quick and then we'll come back and talk about more?
Yeah, because I know we've got some comments from Patreon and stuff too.
We have more comments and then a couple more like, just sort of like myth type things, I think, to straighten out with this.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yes, we'll be back. We're going to talk about Nursing Queen, and Nursing Queen make nursing clothes with hidden breastfeeding access. So when you're looking at these clothes, you would have no idea that they're nursing clothes. The hidden zippers come horizontal. For some of the styles, they come horizontal across the breast with a zipper what do you call that? A little handle.
Oh, is there a name for that?
Probably. Isn't there's a name for the the little plastic end of your shoelace?
Yeah.
That's got a name too.
Oh.
Yes, somebody knows these, and please email me so that we can tell them on the next. It's got a funny name too, I'm pretty sure. Tell me. I guess I could Google it too. Okay, to be said next time. We're gonna name these things. But I'm sure it has a name. But you can pull it from both sides and have them meet in the middle, and then you have an opening over each breast, and you can just double pump like that, not having to like lift or take off your shirt at all or anything. And then you zip it again and nobody would know. And then for like the dresses and some of the other styles, they're instead of being horizontal, they're vertical, kind of just to the outside of your like nipple.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can unzip that and then you kind of pull it over and you can latch on or connect your pump or whatever. And it's very cool. And listen, I've had one of these sweatshirts I've had for since Jack was a baby, because I started the first time we ever worked with Nursing Queen. Jack was little, and I still have that sweatshirt, and you still cannot see the zipper. Like whatever they do to keep it like hidden behind like just the ends of the fabric, it's still there. Like the quality is on point. So go to nursingqueen.com and use code BADASS for 10% off your purchase. You deserve this. It's going to be Mother's Day soon. So go shopping. Yes. And get some of these cool things. And also, I forgot to mention, they have a whole awesome spring line of dresses. So try those out.
So cute.
Yeah. And then we are also sponsored today by Original Sprout. And Original Sprout is actually running a Mother's Day sale. And so you can go to originalsprout.com. And there's going to be Mother's Day site-wide sale with code BADASS26. I'm keeping you on edge. 50% off of everything on the website. So this is your chance. Go over there and fill up your cart. Put in BADASS26 as your code, and it will knock your price in half. So another fun thing for Mother's Day. Stock up. It's time. Stock up on all your Original Sprout stuff. Make sure you get our favorites, which is the Scrumptious Baby Cream. I mean, we love them all, but
yeah.
And the body wash, and there's like shampoos and conditioners for everybody. The hair oil, the detangler.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it all. It's 50% off. Originalsprout.com, code BADASS26. And today's sponsors and their promo codes can be found in the show notes under this episode, wherever you're listening from, and over at badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com. Over there, you'll find all of our other episodes, our favorite resources page, and information about scheduling your very own one-on-one online lactation consultation with Dianne. So I think another really important thing to say about periods is that a lot of time, and I did this after Jack too, which is so weird because I was like so traumatized, but like I was also like, okay, I need my period to come back soon because like I'm getting old and I need to have a baby before I'm old. I started late. I was 35 when I had Jack, and I was 38 when I had Exley. So, on the later end of things. But so you'll find people are like, where's my period? I need to, we need to get these babies knocked out before somebody's, too old. And, there's all these ways like, people are like, give them more solids, spend a night away, like go on vacation and spend a night away from your baby so they're not nursing.
I don't think that's going to do it.
I don't think so either. And plus, like, that's just like, listen, your body knows what it's doing. If your period is not back yet, it's not ready to have a period. And it's certainly not ready to have another baby right now. And take it from me, somebody who was panicking for like 3 years about having another baby, getting pregnant before I was 40. In the grand scheme of things, it's really not that long of a time. Like, it feels like that when you're in it. But your body will bring your period and ovulation and all that back when it's ready.
This is like nature's way of spacing your children.
Yeah.
We're not meant to have children like back to back a year, you know,
Right.
in between. Your body needs a lot of time to recover. That's really important.
Yeah. It's rough on your body.
It is rough on your body.
I mean, your body's made to do it and you can do it. But you do need time to recover. And that's really that's why we're always like, lay around and breastfeed. Like, you're not being lazy. Breastfeed on demand. It's like your baby, this is another reason why your baby needs to nurse so frequently, because this is like what you're supposed to be doing. It's all connected. It's all connected to your period of life, your time in life to rest and recover, and your baby's time to just nurse all the time and recover. Your baby's recovering too from birth. And so it's going to be, you know, your body, it's one of those great times to learn to listen to your body. And like I said, I get it. You want, you know, you've got plans. I know. But you need to let your body do its thing. Okay, so I also asked Facebook. And we have kind of a lot of comments over here. And I'll just rattle them off. Let's see. Anywhere from 10 months to 24 months between 8 kids.
Wow.
Only once did it come back before a year. Baby number 1, exclusively breastfeeding. Baby was 2 months old. Baby number 2, co-breastfeeding of my 2 babies, pumping to give milk minimum of 4 times a day. Baby was 3 months old. Baby number 3, co-sleeping with 3 babies and toddlers and pumping and giving milk 3 to 5 times a day, 10 months. 2 to 4 months postpartum, even when tandem nursing. I bed shared, no bottles, no pacifier, no sleeping, no sleep training, no sleeping, also no sleeping. Delayed solids. Mine always arrived at 2 to 4 months postpartum. I breastfed straight March 2002 to January 2013. 4 babies, toddlers, tandem nursed March 2004 to sometime in 2010.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it was always 2 to 4 months, even with all that.
Wow.
And also, you notice that these are people that have multiple babies. So some people are just like baby factories. It's like, you're ready again. Okay. All right. Well, then your body said it's ready.
And I find it very, very telling. Like, we keep saying, like, oh, your body, you know, it's different for everybody. But it's even different baby to baby with a lot of these people.
Yep, totally.
I think that's amazing. Like, your body is so different. Changes.
Yeah, which just goes to show that it's really it's not like a factory reset thing. You know, it's just really dependent on how your body is doing and recovering. Okay, not till I night weaned, 8 months for number 1, 12 months number 2, 18 months number 3, 12 months number 4. After a year for the first one, breastfed for 2.5 years, but she weaned to nights just after 1 year and now going on 6 months. 4 years after some medication to get it started again. Wow. I would imagine that is extremely not normal.
Something else was going on there.
Not normal, just unconventional, unusual. And there was, you know, her and her doctor understand what was going on. Mine was 3 months. I was breastfeeding 3 months, 8 months. They were breastfed for 18 months, 2 years, and almost 3 years. Oh my God. 7 weeks postpartum. Fed her for 4 years, though, so don't use breastfeeding as a contraceptive. That's another thing.
Yeah.
14 months, then 7 months. Breastfed for 4.5 years and currently at nearly 5 years. Look at all these toddler breastfeeders.
I know. I love it.
Mine came back at 16 months. My daughter didn't start solids, in quotes, until 7 months. And we still breastfeed with solids and for nighttime co-sleeping. She's almost 20 months. I'm actually on my period now. I really enjoyed the nice long break, but it's back to business as usual. My first was only 7 months. My second was 16 months. I think it was around 18 months or closer to 20 with baby number 1. Baby number 2, I can't remember. It was such chaos in my brain with a toddler and an infant. That's how I feel. 9 to 10 months. With my second child, it was 4 months postpartum while flying alone with my baby. I was totally caught by surprise.
Oh.
When my baby was 18 months old, I can't remember baby number 1, 8 months for baby number 2, as soon as he got more into solids. 5 months postpartum, 14 weeks postpartum, 8 weeks postpartum.
Oh my God.
It was so rude. I was exclusively breastfeeding and not pumping yet because I hadn't even gone back to work. Ugh.
That is rude.
No, that's really rude. 10 months for the first one, 4 months for the second. 7 months, baby number 1. 18 months, baby number 2. 22 months, baby number 3. 4 months, despite exclusively breastfeeding. Not fair, I agree. 20 months with baby number 3. 18 months postpartum with first. 6 months postpartum with second. All right. Ooh, got a long paragraph here. What's she talking about? 24 months postpartum while I was still breastfeeding. I really wanted to try for a second child and heard a podcast about how continued weight gain for a couple of months could help kick off fertility again. So I started to eat a lot more starchy foods, practically intentionally fattening myself up. About 3 months of this diet change and slight weight gain to pre-pregnancy weight, my period started again. Okay. Long before my first pregnancy, I was lean, around 59 kilos. You have to translate that to pounds in your head. Then I conceived when I gained a bit of weight at 61 kilos. 1 year postpartum, I dropped 56 kilos without intentionally exercising or dieting, just the regular activity rate of being a parent, just as my period returned after fattening myself. I was 59 kilos again. And then after trying for 2 long years for a second child, I gained weight to 61 kilos over the festive season. It seemed to be a pattern, as if there was some optimal body fat storage before my baby feels safe to conceive or ovulate. Oh, and she links the podcast that she listened to about the correlation between weight gain and period return.
Interesting.
Yeah, Kate Clancy. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
And then a research study. That's interesting. I'm currently breastfeeding an 8-month-old baby. I am eating normally, so let's hope I can keep my period at bay for some time again. Okay, 5 weeks postpartum. Okay, you win the pity party here.
Yeah, that's terrible.
6 to 8 weeks postpartum with all 3 of my kiddos, exclusively breastfed. I think it was 17 months when I made myself a Shark Week cake and invited my best friend over to eat cake and celebrate the time it was gone and then mourning its return. That's cute. Exclusively breastfed for 27 months, only pumped as needed, slow intro to solids, not 6 months, and infant led. Co-sleeping pacifier in use 19 months before flow. Okay, 13 months, 2 months, 4 months, 9 months. I'm just going to start reading them. 17 months. And then we'll go to Patreon to end with our patrons over here. Because also the thing in Patreon is that we tell you what episodes are coming up and you get to participate in them if you want.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it though. You know, another thing about like periods is, oh my God, where is it? Okay, here. Well, I'll come back to that. So first baby returned 17 months postpartum. Second baby period returned at 6 months, both exclusively breastfed. I thought the difference in return was very odd. No one ever made any comments on it, though. My period returned at 14 months postpartum. The only thing my doctor warned that it was unlikely, but not impossible to get pregnant before it returned. So don't rely on just that after birth. If I didn't want another pregnancy, 13 months and still waiting, and 9 months postpartum with baby number 1, 15 months baby number 2, and tandem fed for the first 5 months of baby number 2, I guess. So that's another thing that I think people are making a great point about, is that some people are like, when is my period going to come back? I need to, get going on the babies. And other people are like, oh my God, stay away. I don't want my period. But the thing about relying on it for birth control is that you can ovulate before your period starts. You will ovulate first. So you could ovulate without knowing it and then have sex and then be pregnant and never see your period.
Yeah, it can happen.
So you want to be careful with that if you're not ready, and be considering some sort of birth control, which is just so not fair to have to deal with all of that stuff to think about after you have your baby. But, protect this time as much as you can.
The other thing is that it's obviously, as you have heard, we have people that are talking about when they got their period back and still successfully breastfed after they got their period back. It is possible to continue to breastfeed after your period comes back. Your milk supply will dip during your period because of hormonal shifts, but that does not mean that you cannot breastfeed anymore. Your milk supply will rebound after those hormonal shifts of your period. So you might notice it. You probably aren't going to notice it if you're just breastfeeding, but if you're pumping, you might notice that you're pumping a little bit less during that time, and it's going to rebound. So don't worry about that, and don't feel like you can't breastfeed any longer. Obviously, people do it all the way through when they have their period. It's totally okay.
Yeah. That's a good point with noticing that there's a drop in your milk supply, because that freaks people out so much. And it's normal. You guys will get through it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
Thanks for
it.
listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.